Okay, so we got the transmission rebuilt on the T90. The little transmission, that mighty little thing. Anyway, our shift tower, we still want to rebuild. We're still waiting on parts. We're going to replace the shift fork here and these rails. We want to replace these with new ones. There's some scarring on this. It might prevent it from shifting real smooth. We want to go ahead and replace it with these while we got this apart. That's the only thing we're going to rebuild on this. But we're waiting on parts for that. They've been on back order. So transmission's rebuilt. All the guts have been, basically everything's new. The transfer case, we replaced the seals. I'm still waiting on a gasket. I want to replace this gasket here and the bottom gasket. Otherwise, this is done. So we replaced the output seals. There's two of them. Your transmission bolts to here. Let's talk about the paint a little bit. I'm using I got this O'Reilly's. It's a duplicate color. It's a high heat paint. Your transmission is going to be a little bit warm. I wanted to use a high heat paint that'll keep that paint looking good for a long time. The heat from the transmission shouldn't bother this paint. It's up to 500 degrees. This is the primer. The paint's the same way, and we're also going to clear it. And to clear this is going to be the 500 degree Fahrenheit. We're going to go ahead and begin by painting or putting some primer on this. I don't want paint or primer in my parts. That might flake off. It might cause bearing issues. So I sealed all that off so I wouldn't get anything in it. We're going to do pretty much light coats. And I'm probably going to do 2 coats. This is T90A1. Now our engine's still at the machine shop. I haven't heard anything from them. I'm not sure why I haven't, but he said he's really busy and he's pretty much backed up, so. This is a really nice paint because it's really fast drying. Hopefully when I get my gaskets for this, I'm not going to do much to scratch it up. But you know what? It's going to happen regardless of what I do, because we're going to have to get this thing inside the Jeep. And I think we're going to probably put a couple scratches on the new paint as we put it in. But hopefully we can get it in there without doing too much. So we've been pretty fortunate when we do this stuff. So that might be good until it dries and I can give it a second coat. I will get the back of this. Most of that ain't going to show. So let that dry. Give it another coat and I'll turn it over. Literally will take 30 minutes. And I can probably re-prime this. This is acrylic. Your enamels will take a long time to dry. So if we was painting this with enamel, I would basically shoot it and it would take most of the day, and then I would have to shoot it again. And I'd probably just wait a day and do it. This acrylic paint, it dries really fast. I really like it. And it sprays really nice. When I flip this over, you'll see the pan on the bottom. this was a chore cleaning this. It had all them pockets in there for the rest of this. You know, this pocket in those crevices. And, you know, power washed it and cleaned it, power washed it and cleaned it. Ended up finally taking a wire wheel to it after all the heavies were out. And got it looking really good. This is called a Spicer. That's the brand name of this. I think that's good for the first coat. We're gonna let that dry for 30 minutes. 30, 40 minutes, and we'll do it again. And then I'll turn it over, do the other side. But looks pretty good. So, yeah, I'm kind of excited. We'll get some color on this probably tomorrow.